My boyfriend and I were in love. My friends say it's not possible because it's only been 2 days, but I think he's legit my Edward. If I had to choose a historical figure who most accurately represents my personal beliefs, I would have to choose Bob Marley. If we listened to him, we could have avoided World War II. Who was World War II with again? Australia? I don't even know. Like, where is the United States on a map? I don't fucking... Last Tuesday night, I was at a party, and I had half of a Coors Light, and I pretended I was crossfaded. And I made out with 4 guys. Most of them were cute. I think that kids should have more arts classes available to them besides academic classes, because I'm getting a D or lower in all of my academic classes. I'm like a legit for sure fan of Michael Jackson because I bought his Thriller CD before it had been a month since he died. I have a kid. People who think Twilight is stupid are just jealous because Harry Potter isn't as emotional. J.K. Rowling doesn't know how to write like Stephenie Meyer. J.K. stands for just kidding. Just kidding Rowling. As in, Harry Potter's better than Twilight. Just kidding Rowling. I think that the only time abortion is right is when you're a teenager and you intentionally have unprotected sex and you don't want the baby. MySpace. I like when people are open and comfortable on the internet about how they like old 90s Nickelodeon shows, because they just don't make kids shows like they used to anymore. Like, I mean, there were some pretty bad shows back then, and there are some shows right now that are funnier than the average in the 90s, and the industry evolves like most other industries do. But I just think that nostalgia is good. On Facebook, I pretend like I play the Nintendo 64 just so guys will like me. There are only 3 things that matter in life: peace, love, and vampire weekends.
Where's Rachel?
My friend was wearing prescription glasses once, and I was like, that's so hipster. My friend listens to this band who was only on the top 40 one time, and I was like, that's so hipster. My friend had a physical the other day, and her doctor said that her hips were working just fine, and I was like, that's so good to hear.
Do you believe in destiny?
Last Tuesday night, I had half of a Coors Light, and I pretended I was crossfaded. I think that schools should have more arts and less academic-based classes. Her hips were working just fine, and I was like, that's so good that I'm really glad to hear about. Ooh! I have a kid, and I was like, I'm gonna go through with it. Just kidding. I pretend like I play Nintendo 64 so guys will like me. I pretend like I play the Nintendo 64 just so guys will like me. No. It's a little guy. It's a little guy.